Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Now it's Messi. Now that's well seen too. Well, 2014-15 was one of the greatest club seasons ever for many Catalans, clearly, but here is one of the key players in that remarkable triumph, Neymar.
Absolutely. I mean, they were very good from the start, but they just became unstoppable.
Oh, shooting chance! Over to the left, and this is Neymar. Neymar elects to cross. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pelé. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Pelé. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Benfica are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. Beckenbauer. It's Gullit. Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. So what can they make of this? Pelé. And here's Ibrahimovic. Steaming on goalwards.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Pass somewhat off target. Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass to did he?
Cleared without complication. Messi! Ibrahimovic. Gullit. That's a cute ball. And he's intervened well there. Makaleli plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he's taking no chances there. Takes a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Cruyff. Goes down, but nothing given. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now that looks a decent ball. And he plays one through. And Messi! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Punched away. Looking to play him in. And now they can spring out of defence. He is through here. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Beckenbauer is the team's great visionary. Closing in on goal. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. And this is Pele. Chance here to counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he has been fouled there. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He rises! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And no, that was never going to make it. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice one too, very nice. In by him, he's got tall, and it's a goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch.
Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Header comes in! Zanetti. And the first half is done. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Benfica can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution on the field, number 14, Pele. Coming on to replace him is
That gets things going 15. For the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Nice interception, well timed. Now he's off and running. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's a sharp little ball here. That has been cut short. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Messi. Now it's Ronaldinho. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's got away. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Pullet charging forward, the ball at his feet. There's the shot! Well, now he's been caught napping. And it's Gullit. Real chance here, and this is Cruyff. Benfica are still that goal to the good. Makaleli. Roberto Carlos pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Neymar. Roberto Carlos in acres of space out wide. Ronaldinho. And here's the chance to counter. Played out to the right. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether...
Up he goes! He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Beckenbauer. And it's made its way to him. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, important interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Messi. And he skips past his man. Now, can they get him away? Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him.
Benfica really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
No, that's been intercepted. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Pelé. Good read, needed to be. He's shifted it to the flank. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Roberto Carlos cuts it out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Knocks it into space, and that could set him on his way. Ronaldinho! So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither willing to give in.
With the owner of a blue car parked
So Jim, how
outside
do you
the
reflect?
stadium.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We have already started here. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Reminders of a golden era in English football.
Climbs up big! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Pull it. Now this could shoot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Ronaldinho gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Ibrahimovic, and the finish! Goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Benfica are now luxuriating in it. Oh, what has happened here? Face to face with the keeper. He's having a shot! He has done it! Just one goal in it now. Game on! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Number 13.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Great vision. Pele, out to the left it goes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that's well seen too. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now there's a fight. It's Neymar! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Benfica presented with a golden opportunity here. Buffon looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Benfica take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Zanetti. Cruyff. And Zanetti. And it's Thuram. To Maldini. Roberto Carlos. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's been won straight back. More and more pressure on the ball here. Rijkaard. And it's Ronaldinho. Pele. And this is Pele! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Zola. Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto this. Beckenbauer. Roberto Carlos. Pele. Played into space out wide. He's got away. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. And that has sent him sprawling. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Benfica have themselves a chance from the spot. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, it's always hard to gauge the true worth of Jordan Henderson, as he's not the type of player you can measure in terms of goals and assists. He'll be the brains in midfield, trying to provide the creative input for players up front whenever possible.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. He's in plenty of space here. And they've got a throw. McManaman will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Henderson. And this is Shevchenko. Good read, needed to be. Neymar. Pele. And this is Ibrahimovic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckenbauer. And here's Ibrahimovic. And it's Thuram. Roberto Carlos. That is ended up in no man's land. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Serginho. To Henderson. And it's Neymar. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's clever. He's in space and looking for options. Now it's Neymar. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Tonali. He can run onto that. Oh, well played, well played. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Roberto Carlos. Pele. Looking for the run. Now there's a fine ball. Swings in across. Decent chance! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing. And we have our very first corner. Varane with the clearance. Pinches it off him. Clermont are looking to go forward now. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pull it. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press. That has been slung wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And that pass just didn't quite work. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. Now it's Pele. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Clermont applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. Oh, they can break here. McManaman. Neither of these two want to come off second best. McManaman touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. And he's managed to get free. Ibrahimovic couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Harrison did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. It's McManaman. Foot in. Pull it. Pele. Neymar in acres of space out wide. And the first half is done. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Rafael Varane is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Clermont looking to pass their way through. Now it's Pelé, knocks it out wide. Roberto Carlos! Tonali, can he get it through? Shot, it's Pelé! Neymar. McManaman. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Neymar. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Oh, just skips past his man. Chance! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Clermont, oh, smashing against the crossbar. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Shevchenko. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero with the cross. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Clermont are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think this...
Can he finish? It's bounced back off the post. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Header! Oh, taken with style. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Benfica grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Benfica clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Del Piero gets into a good position. Tonali. Tonali carries the ball down the right. That's very neat. He's shifting through the gears here. The ball has bounced loose now. Looking tidy in possession here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Clermont really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Azar. Del Piero. Maldini simply refused to be outdone there. And it's Baggio. He is through here! And this is Azar. And the ball is out of play.
Changement. Le numéro 4.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a
Le
change.
numéro 14.
Jordan Henderson
Le numéro
looking for
27.
options for movement.
À leur place, le numéro 18.
Raoul.
Le numéro
Facing
22.
up to his adversary.
Le numéro
This
20.
is a
Le
formidable
numéro
chance
7.
for a shot!
Le numéro 25.
An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And that is out of play. Seedorf. Roberto Baggio does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Probing pass. And the number on the board is 3. Seedorf. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now he's got space here. Brilliantly cut out. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. The action has already started.
I think we're actually in for a treat here, Peter, because we get to see Hristo Stoichkov. Never one to stay in the same position. He has a lovely instinct for his trade, and his trade is goals, many of them.
Indeed, Bulgaria's best ever, surely.
Always kind of makes me feel he's going to score.
Now it's Pele. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Real chance here. He's in a great position here. Roberto Carlos. Referee has just said play on. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Cruyff. Beckenbauer. Now it's Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Benfica controlling the possession in this early phase. It's Cruyff. Back towards the middle. Gullit. First quarter of an hour gone. Beckenbauer. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Ibrahimovic. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Thinks one through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And they've caught Reed. Looking to play him in. Neymar's cross.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. It's a searching pass. Well, they've got it again. Gullit. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Gullit. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's in on goal! Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Zanetti. Beckenbauer is always looking to break lines. And this is Ibrahimovic. And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Mohamed Salah. Very nicely done. Cross goes in there. And he's cut it out. Neymar. It's Hullet. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Hullet. That's an imaginative pass. And this is Cruyff. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. A searching ball out wide. Cross into the box. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Over to the left. Neymar. Now it's Luis Suarez. And we've reached half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Beckenbauer. Ibrahimovic. And this is Neymar. Roberto Carlos. And it's Neymar. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position I think would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And here's Stoichkov. Oh, that was vital. Neymar. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Neymar. Played towards the front line, and he was quick to react. Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Benfica are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a pretty loose pass. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Stoichkov. And it's been played through. And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Suarez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
And we have our very first corner.
Xavi Alonso. El dorsal 21. El
Neymar
dorsal
with the
8.
short one.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 80. Ronaldinho. El dorsal 9.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Goes for a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now this could be a chance. Seedorf! Oh, and again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. In he goes again! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Hazard is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Great chance! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Shifted it to the flank.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Hazard. 75 minutes played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That has been slung wide. Ronaldinho.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And it's Roberto Carlos. Hazard. And this is Hazard. Now that is a hefty challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Roberto Carlos, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he plays one through. He's found a way through. Can he finish? It's fallen loose again. And yes, it's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 17, Luis Suárez.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And here's Neymar. He shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Desperate defending required here. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Big chance! Turan gets good distance on it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. Rodri gets a foot in here. Nicely shaped ball. Four added minutes on the board. Puyol spots it and intercepts. Eto'o is onto it in a flash. Neymar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got full. And he has kept it out somehow.
Thuram really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
All hands on deck for this one. And he thumps it clear. And this is... And the finish! And one more try! It's there! They have stolen level at the last! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaint.